going on, YouTube? It's your boy Cameron, back at it again with a Call of Duty Cold Sweat gameplay. Guys, I'm on some Combined Arms on Miami, a really bad map for 6v6, but on, Combined Arms, it is great. Really, really good map for Combined Arms. Using the AK-47. The AK-47 is pretty dirty. It stopped getting used for a while. But I'm trying to bring back the AK-47 wave, bro. This gun is dirty as hell. But that's besides the point. Let's talk about the meat and potatoes of this video. Guys, Call of Duty has stretched itself way too thin, dude. There's way too much going on with the game, and they just can't, manage it all. They're just way too spread out. They have the BR, they have the multiplayer, they have the zombies, and they have the campaign, they have all this stuff, and they're just stretched way too thin, dude. They have no idea what's going on, and it just kind of pisses me off. Because you think about, what these newer consoles and new technology can bring to the table, and it's so much better than what we had, 10 years ago, 6 years ago with the PS3 and the Xbox 360, but those games objectively had more content at launch and at the end of their life cycle. At launch, you would have like 14, 15 maps, right? And by the end of the life cycle, you would have like 30 maps, which is unreal. Like, you get a lot of content. Sure, they didn't have the DLC weapons and all that stuff, but there were so many weapons at launch that these possibilities were endless. Like, you had like almost 50 weapons at launch every single time, right? 50 weapons, 14 maps. If you bought the DLC, that's like 30 maps. You had all this cool stuff. Zombie maps would come out every DLC. They weren't delayed. There was none of that stuff. Like, you had so much more content on, objectively an inferior console, which I think is ridiculous, Like, for example, you have Transit. In my opinion, if Transit were to release on Black Ops Cold War on PS5, it would have been the best map ever for zombies. There's so much cool stuff you can do, so many, locations you can go to in one map, which is insane to think about. And they just couldn't do it because of the limitations on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, right? But if it was on next gen or, this current generation, it would be insane. There is no limitations. Any creative, wildest dream you could think about on technology, you could do it nowadays. And it's wild that they aren't capitalizing on this. They should take they should go full gear with this, and anything they want to do, they can accomplish it, And they're just stretched too thin. The warzone is, takes a lot of time. It's hard to, make a BR with that much content. And, the integration has been atrocious, and we still don't have a new map for Warzone. We have Rebirth Island, which is just a reskin from Black Ops 4's Alcatraz, so that's not really that tough to do. And we're still not getting a new map. Verdansk hasn't been changed at all. And we have multiplayer with 11 maps. That's nothing. I mean, after Express comes out, that's 12? Which is still nothing. 12 months, 3 months down the line is still nothing. And 3 of those maps are remakes. So it doesn't really take that much effort to do that. It's just ridiculous, dude. And we're going to be sure we're getting new guns and stuff. But I don't know, man. Call of Duty is stretched too thin. In my opinion, that's one of the biggest issues with the series right now. They just can't manage all this stuff. Like, Activision is forcing them to do all this, and it's just kind of biting them in the ass. It's going to take a while for Call of Duty to really come back into form. I think ever. I don't think ever it's going to come back to form. If it has this much still going on, it's never, ever going to be where it was, guys. And as fans of the series, we just kind of have to accept that fact. It's a tough fact, tough pill to swallow, but that's just the truth, man. With all this stuff going on, they can't manage it all. They're going to continue this stupid trickle-down map and content drop, which is dumb, right? Because they just cut all this stuff from the game. It's already done, in my opinion, and then they just trickle it down as the year goes on. And that just leads to the game the way it is right now. Think about it. In the month of January, there has been no news at all surrounding Call of Duty. Despite, the new map and the zombie map is coming out. Despite that, there's been no hoopla, nothing surrounding this game. It may as well just, cease to exist. Honestly, you could tell me this game just ceased to exist this month, and I would believe you. There's nothing going on, and people are already bored of it. Like, people I know aren't even playing Cold War. Sure, they'll play Warzone here and there, not consistently. They'll play it, every once in a while, but nobody is even talking about Cold War, which I think is funny. Like, it's a new Call of Duty. Like, think about it. 6-7 years ago, everybody talks about Call of Duty all year round. Now people talk about Call of Duty for when it comes out in November, in December because of Christmas and whatnot, and it's still kind of new, and then they don't never talk about it again. It just goes away. That's what happens every single time with Call of Duty. It only happened last year because Modern Warfare was immensely popular, and Warzone just took the world by storm because everyone was bored in the pandemic and everything like that. That's why it just took the world by storm. But other than that, no one gave a shit about it. Honestly, nobody cared about Modern Warfare until Warzone came out. Think about it. People talked about it for a month or two, boom, gone, fairy dust. I mean, mainly because the game was terrible, but it just doesn't retain people's attention because there's not enough to keep their attention. People get bored of playing the same 10 maps all the freaking time. They just get sick and tired of it. And then they try out the new maps, and, for a month, well, not even a month, probably like a week or two, and they just get bored of it. Call of Duty objectively has horrendous retention numbers. And that is due to a multifaceted, reasons. Skill-based matchmaking is definitely a big thing with that. They don't want to play the same experience every time because it's not a genuine experience. It is completely manufactured. When you do well, like in this game here, you know that oh shit, I'm not doing well because I'm on my own volition. I'm doing well because the game felt bad for me. You're just getting a freaking free, easy game. And it's just not an organic experience. Same thing when you're doing bad or when you're in a sweat pit lobby. You know that it's not chance. It's not organic. It's just a manufactured experience, and it just kills it for me. And you can't mess around. You never really have any new experiences. You have the same exact people in every single lobby. In my lobbies, it's this. Guys, the wind is blowing 24 degrees to the knots. The Coriolis effect is affecting my sniper quick-scoping skills, guys. I'm pushing left, right. It's a complete nerd fest. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. I just freaking earned my virginity back in this lobby. God damn. It's horrible. That's every single lobby with me. These sweatiest nerds freaking doing MLG call-outs like it's a Call of Duty tournament for $500,000. And when I'm playing with my homies or in a bad lobby, nobody really says anything. It's just the same morons walking around. It just gets boring after a while, stomping morons all the time. It's just such a mundane experience, bro. It's the most mundane and same boring experience every single round. And that is the biggest reason that the retention numbers are low. Because of this manufactured skill-based matchmaking bullshit patent. That's why. If they get rid of that and you have organic lobbies, organic experience, you have the sweaty nerd talking about the Coriolis effect affecting his sniper shots and how he's jump shotting into the third dimension and, with his anime bullets. You have that nerd. You have the moron walking around like a chicken with his head cut off, and you have the one guy who's high as shit just laughing, talking about bogus. And it's just much more fun to hear those conversations than the same exact conversation from everybody. It's just a boring experience. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry for the insane, schedule that I have going on. I'm really trying to get it back onto schedule, but it's been wild. Today I have a final, so wish me luck. Trying to get that 4.0, man. This chemistry teacher is freaking beating my ass, dude. His class is tough. Chemistry is a tough class, guys. You guys definitely need a tutor, unless you're some naturally gifted motherfucker, but that's besides the point. Let's end the video on a positive note. Thank you guys all for the support. It's your boy Cameron.